We have bald-headed football, screwball, twisted. Every fucking body that creeped Joe Biden put in his administration or there before or in the administration or in government or this and that or whatever that was all crooks from the old books, and they were definitely put there for this particular day and reason. Same as we see with the pandemic, Bill Gates, Soros, and Andy Fauci, the sucker born reason. You know what I'm saying? He probably killed billions of people. He probably, like I said, probably between them and many other groups of people that's in their deep state, secret society, Baphomet, satanic worshippers, you know what I'm saying, have probably put to sleep billions of fucking people. But we see Alejandro, you know what I'm saying, Alejandro, you know what I'm saying, Mayorkas, bald-headed, on a football asshole, bozo-looking clown motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? The Secretary of Homeland Security at the DHS. He shouldn't even have been there. You know what I'm saying? Presents a new measure last week that aims to quickly identify identify immigrants with criminal background. The proposed changes to the asylum system would allow immigration officials to reject asylum seekers who have a criminal record that pose a threat to national security. Come a little too late. You know what I'm saying? It is a little too late. a little too late. You know what I'm saying? In this bullshit. They're already in the country. They're already here. You know what I'm saying? So while he talking this late minute retracting bullshit, it ain't doing a fucking thing. Talking about to reject asylum seekers who have criminal, you know what I'm saying, records that pose a threat to national security or the public security and quickly remove them during an initial screening stage. These charges will allow asylum-seeking officers to issue a denial within days if they find evidence of immigrant ineligibility to claim asylum seekers due to their ties with terrorism. Oh yeah. A migrant, you know what I'm saying, terrorism, you know what I'm saying, threats to national security, or a criminal background check. Yeah, after you done let in a whole bunch, about 44,000 CCP, you probably let in a whole CCP, secret service, secret this, secret that in our country, bro. They're already here. Like you like to see the CIA, what it's called the Ching CIA over there, they done sent about 44, probably thousands of them already in this country. You know what I'm saying? We see the federal border officials must we see the federal border officials in most cases let immigrants go before completing a security check due to the large number of immigrants arriving in almost all sectors along the southern border. This has prompted a national debate, questions and safety of millions of Americans, especially those living in the states and areas, you know what I'm saying, with high numbers of migrants. The recent proposed measure aims to reduce the numbers of migrants who step onto American soil. It's too fucking late. Don't let them fool you with this sing and dance retract shit. And what they're saying might sound good and feel true to you, but it's still a fucking lie in itself. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to do this. You know what I'm saying? Because if they didn't want to do this, he would have never been preaching on his debate trail open border policy if you're escaping coyotes and cartels. He would not have been preaching that. And the whole time he was campaigning, he was preaching That's stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? And I kept saying to myself, is the American people hearing this, or they just being stupid? You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing when they start talking about the pandemic. I said, is people really looking at this from the right perspective to see what really is going on, or they just stupid? And I'm sure there was not a lot of that doesn't go for everybody, but there was a vast majority that was just that stupid. Same thing when it came to many of the murders of black people. Same thing when it came to Mr. Ritten or whatever his name is, Ritten or whatever is running and shooting people. All of this was all based on straight driving, straight chaos. I told you that in the beginning. Treason, chaos, and all types of bloody murder. We see Trump suggest Allen, nutcase ass, bumphead, fat ass, dumbass looking, nigger ass Brads is going to drop the New York cases against him. Never wanted to bring the witch hunt against me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But we know that they've been done retracting. This is what we're going to retracting time to cover their ass, so they, you don't oust their ass next time they're up for re-election. You know what I'm saying? But we see the former, and guess what? When they're up for re-election, oust their ass. Any crooked motherfucking politician that had went along with all this bullshit, even talking about defund the motherfucking police, kick them the fuck out. What type of politician or people would be up there preaching such a thing you know would cause anarchy and send us damn near into a motherfucking purge, you bitch? Come with that bullshit to me. You garbage, nigga. Ain't no race of people gonna have a group that's the same way when they went into Africa, into many of these small tribes and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Small tribes and stuff didn't have enough warriors to protect them out there in the different places. They were coming with about 30,000-40,000 soldiers on innocent people who just chilling, cooking their food and washing their clothes. And just murder and kill every fucking team moving, including the babies. This is the practice that they have been doing. The same thing that Jackass Yahoo is doing right now. But we see where, you know what I'm saying, the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump suggested on Thursday that New York District Attorney, New York District Attorney, he's a New York con fucking artist for the creep Joe Biden administration. Bullshit. Deep state. Secret society. Nah, I'm saying Alan Brads would soon drop the hush money case against him, now that it's coming close to election too, against him in the effort to save money and self-respect. Well, I got news for you. He already done lost many of us self-respect. Nobody trusts that motherfucker no more than you can see him, and when it's time for election come up, do not re-elect him. You did it again in Fulton County. They re-elect Fannie motherfucking Wells. Or did she cheat, beating out the other person? Why you didn't give the other person a chance? Because Fannie Wells was caught up in so much scandal and bullshit. You re-elect her? So did she cheat or what? 3 weeks into New York trial, on Thursday evening, Trump wrote in a true social media. You know what I'm saying? And nobody wants to know anything about North Case Brad. You need to kiss my ass and fire that motherfucking clown. He needs to be kicked out of his position. Him, Letitia James, Fannie Wills, and all of them need to be impeached for treason against humanity, United States, and black people as a whole, and many other groups in this country. If you only know the detriment in which they have put us in, or has conned them in, now they want to retract and clean it up after they figured it caused so much controversy and blamed it all on Trump. You know what I'm saying? And then when we go to the polls, you're going to vote for them, and you're going to say, forget Trump. That was the whole operation of things. You might be interested, but this could have, like I said before, this could have been any fucking candidate that the people wanted to see because he was a good man, he was doing the right thing, and he was showing true leadership, and he's going in there to do what he's supposed to do. And they don't like him. Once they don't like him, you like that motherfucker, because that's the bitch that's probably trying to say your ass. And the motherfucker that they like so well is the motherfucker you keep your eye on, because he definitely will be talking out the side of his neck. You know what I'm saying? Veterans outrage. After investigation finds the VA gave $10.8 million in bonuses to senior executives. But you ain't got no money to help the vets. Even going back when they came over here from the Vietnam War, they act as if like they didn't have no money. This is what I'm saying, how the people allow them to do things and say things, and then you don't do anything about it, forget them fuckers. You know what I'm saying? But even though they were sent over there on many of these wars, and still being sent over there on many in justification and crooked hand bullshit that's causing the death of human and humanity in itself, you know what I'm saying? You still sit up there and allow them to get away with this bullshit. How many years did it took for them to get even a little right, and they're still crooked like a motherfucker on helping these valiant men that went over there in your crooked ass, chunked up, lion ass, Baphometic Luciferian, kill 1 million people wars, you know what I'm saying? And went and fought for you, and they have to come home where the people can't even look at them. Some of them probably even got spit on, you know what I'm saying? And shit like that. You know, when they thought they was going to come home many times and be, you know, glorified as a hero, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, they are heroes, but it's just a shame that their heroicy was put into something like that. But we see veterans express the outrage after an investigation found that the Department of Veteran Affairs gave out $10.8 million in bonuses to senior executives. A 92-page report from the VA Office of the Inspector General found that though the payments were canceled after the alarm was raised, some haven't been recouped yet. Oh yeah. Well, if I was you, I would keep my eye, veterans, on that real tight, because they owe you. They owe you. You know what I'm saying? They owe you. Don't give me that bullshit. They owe you. And they owe you big. Don't act as if it is not so. Yes, it is. You see. They owe you big. And they need to pay up. Anytime you have veterans like my uncle and my family members, all, you know, was involved in going in the Army, the Air Force, and to see, you know what I'm saying, that you will see the end times, that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You better make sure you take care of these men, these valiant men, you know what I'm saying, all the way to the day they pass this earth. You know what I'm saying? Because you sent them out there on that bullshit. You probably didn't even tell them the truth. They just, you know, you got to thinking that it's the job, and, you know, heroicsy and God and all this other stuff, and, you know what I'm saying, some just going for this and some going for that. Some of them are even out there doing the wrong thing, raping women and killing them, and they're supposed to be military soldiers. Bitch, you ain't nothing but a fucking hound dog. You know what I'm saying? If you in the military and you do that, you need to be put into prison and hit the basement and keep going through the basement all the way to the motherfucking deep dark dungeon down there, whatever hell you came from. You know what I'm saying? Because that is not a soldier. Anytime you would be on the battlefield and you would literally rape another soldier, you know what I'm saying, because she's a female, you know what I'm saying, and then bash her head in and leave her out there and act as if like you didn't do it, and probably out there looking for her like they did with John when they ran and stuff like that. You know you should be prosecuted at its highest level. You know what I'm saying? But we see Creed Jewel urges Atlanta voters to stand up against Trump. Listen to the fuckery this clown, butthead bitch is still up there lying his ass up all the days of his fucking life. He's running for revenge. Yeah. So what you running for? Huh? What was you doing all these years, Creep Joe Biden? You know what I'm saying? All the 50, 60, 75 years and shit. What was you doing? Yes. But we see here with Creep Joe Biden, this is coming on the Hill News. You know what I'm saying? The Hill News is coming on in 13 hours ago Eastern Standard Time. You know what I'm saying? Look at it coming from Philip or something like that. You know what I'm saying? We see the Creep Joe Biden during a campaign reception in Atlanta urges his supporters to stand up against the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, as the two parties, front runners, head towards a rematch. You know, they shouldn't be. Why is people keep talking about rematch after this man just damn near murdered millions of fucking people on this planet? Trump didn't do that. He only had 4 years. And the little that he did was, it made it better. And then you allow this creep to come in and just completely fucking turn our country upside down and sold it out to the highest motherfucking bidder. And backing a genocidal behavior that they put there in the Gaza Strip. And then over in Ukraine, going up against another nuclear Russia game, playing the bullshit all the way down to the field. And Zelensky should know that his sick ass should not be there, because if anything happened, you're going to be the first to motherfucking go. You asshole. You just put your whole country on death row. Because you think that you're going to be able to fuck around with Russia, right? And then when a nuclear war break out, you're going to shoot one clean past you and don't do nothing to you. You might be the first one he wiped the fuck out. So Zelensky is a criminal, a con man, a crook, whatever you want to call this idiot deep state motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Killer of humanity. Biden, creepy ass, boat back, bitch ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? In remarks Saturday at Mary's Mac, T-Rowe urges that the Trumpy baby, the president, you know what I'm saying, is only running for revenge. He is lying. He's lying. And if he is seeking revenge, then what was Creep Joe Biden doing? Book back bitch. Doing to Trump. And what you did with Zelensky in the energy deal and having him sign up with the NATO criminal organization to put nuclear weapons in Russia. What was that? Revenge? Or a loving spoonful? Which one? You know what I'm saying? We got to start to wake up here, people. You know what I'm saying? Talking about revenge. That's a lot. Don't go for that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? What revenge? To run your tyrant ass? Just like Jack Asiano and the rest of your tyrants all across this planet have been enslaving black people and all type of people across this planet, and even enslaving the original people of this earth and the cosmos itself of carbon black. And you here talking that bullshit, how many goddesses and shit you raped and scratched and did all kind of fuckery to, your gonorrhea having ass. And you got the nerve to talk about a 4-year guy who was a real estate mogul, become a president, and made the country run a little better than your fucking ass was doing it. And you talking about all he wants is revenge after you fucked him over on every corner? What are you supposed to do? Give you a loving spoonful? You just saying that because you know when you were tyrant and you got to go. You should have been gone years ago. Now, when we look here, we see the remarks by this creep boat back nigga, you know what I'm saying, remarks Saturday at Mary's back room folks, Trump, this is the book back a bit to the talking, crypto Biden, you know what I'm saying? And if it was Trump, I would call Trump the same thing too. But he has made things a lot better than it was before. Even if he did some crooked shit, it still lead out that he's a better candidate than this clown, and you shouldn't be voting for nobody like vote back bitch Biden clown ass. But we see folks, he's saying folks, this is Creep Joe, vote back bitch Biden. You know what I'm saying? Trump isn't running to lead America. Listen to the con wordplay game of words that he think is so true, but for the sheep. You know what I'm saying? He's running for revenge. He is lying because that's what he has been doing to our country all along, because you know full well they've embarrassed and showed that your ass was a stupid motherfucker even back in your early days. You know what I'm saying? He's running for revenge. Creep Joe built back a bitch by said on Saturday according to the poll notes. And look, revenge is no way to lead a country. Oh, but what you just did and what you approve and your executive orders and your pandemical trickery bull fucking shoot a nigga up with some poison shit, you call that running a country? Woo! That vaccine must be working wonders on motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Creep Joe Brokeback Bitch Biden, who traveled to Atlanta and gave a commencement address at the Morehouse College Sunday, courted Georgia voters in the state capital, you know what I'm saying, city on Saturday, warning that unhinged, this is what you calling Trump, he's unhinged. And you really believe that it's the other way around. It's the other way around. And I know a lot of people understand exactly what I mean. Trump, the President of the United States, is a threat to democracy. He is lying. He did. He is word playing like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? He also praised the Peach State electorate for being the reason behind the 2020. It was not just the Peach State, you motherfucker. Word playing, broke back bitch ass. Creep Joe. Pedophile behind No. It was more than that. He's trying to pinpoint a spot to throw some truth in there that he knows is a motherfucking lie. And trickery that they did. You see? Because like I said before, and I'll say it again, there is more than one way to sway the minds of the people and cheat an election. Because that is cheating also. Now, you know what I'm saying, as we move on, the creepy ass president who won the state by razor thin margin in 2020 showed, you know what I'm saying, showed praise on the state voters and projected that with their help, he would secure a battleground state once again. He is lying. He is lying. The only people he is talking to there is black people. And if you just stupid to really believe that this cracker could do it for you, you know what I'm saying, you're sadly mistaken and you're heading for self-destruction. Nobody is saying that Trump can save everything. We're not naive. All we're saying is he's a better candidate. What part It's so hard to understand that. We don't worship Trump. We're looking at the better president, or the better president for America this time. That has nothing to do with emotional shit. This has to do with running a country in its proper way, or within its proper ability of the best we can get. So he's saying, tell the people that if you doubt the power of the vote, come visit Georgia, Creek Joe vote by Big Biden Alley, per the pool, what you've all done is incredible. Oh, listen to the words of a card man. You're the reason, not a joke. Georgia is the reason I'm president of the United States. Yeah. You more like the idiot, dumbass, jester for the king, joker, jackass of this country. He's a lion, son of a bitch. We see Creep Joe, nutcase ass, broke back bitch, you know what I'm saying? Humiliated as bombshell polls show how demon Democrats are planning to vote. Coming in by Chris Samuel and Rudy 25 days ago. But we see Creep Joe nutcase ass, broke back bitch by, you know what I'm saying, has been left red-faced as a poll reveals that 1 in 4 demon Democrats won't cast their vote for this idiot. You know, at least they got some kind of sense. Admit other interesting findings. The poll found that around 25% of demon blood sucking balls Democrats are not planning to support their party. Presumptive nominee, creepy, broke-back bitch, criminal, Baphomet worshiping, ball sucking, you know what I'm saying, the holy, you know who, in your presidential election. Well, at least you have some form of sense. And I agree with you on that one. I'm not mad at you in any shape or form if you change your mind to where you can come up with something that makes sense and protect your ass and get some results out of the country in which you live. You know what I'm saying? Or the way in which your ancestors, you know what I'm saying, have been living for hundreds of years before the coming of the beast. You know what I'm saying? The coming of the beast. You know what I'm saying? We see fact check. Morgan Freeman said he thinks a second Trump presidency would be good for the country. You know what I'm saying? That's good for him. You know what I'm saying? Candidates with KKK ties can stay in Missouri. You know what I'm saying? Governor's race, Judge Rule. Anybody with your silly ass, anybody in Missouri, candidates for the governor with ties to, I guess one of the guys that's trying to run for governor has Ku Klux Klan ties. As far as we see, you know what I'm saying? If he can do a good job, do a good job. Because the Klan need to clean up their act. He ain't fucking with. But they ain't gonna, I don't know if they're gonna be able to do it because they have been killing and burning black people for years. You know what I'm saying? And Joe Biden is one. He is a Ku Klux Klan member. You know what I'm saying? He held them in great regard and heroes. You know what I'm saying? They're going to do that because they have that in their DNA. You know what I'm saying? When they get in them rooms and shit that you can't hear them talk, you can imagine the type of shit that they do be saying. You know what I'm saying? The U.S. doctors in the Gaza wants Joe Biden to know that they're not saved. I don't understand why he was said that the Joe Biden should really be doing something. They're not saved, you know what I'm saying? Because you sent them over there, or however they got there, you know what I'm saying? And you think that they're going to just go easy on them and this and that and the third, you know what I'm saying? But we see here where a principal student approached But this is the story that came in, and I'm run this one quick and then I'm wrapping it up. Well, we see a principal saying that a student approached by a van full of men in ski masks in Selden, New York. So people in Selden and all over Long Island, be watching for this, because this is something they've been doing in foreign countries, especially South America, Laredo, and stuff like that. What you have been seeing on TV as reports of sex trafficking, rape, kidnapping, all that shit, you put them in a knapsack, like how Santa Claus do, you know what I'm saying? I mean, Satan Claus, Santa, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Is now happening. It's going to be happening all over Long Island and all over America. This is what they said. This is what Quick Joe Biden has sent them over here to do. So you better be very careful. Watch your daughters, your sons, and your women, and so forth, and yourself as well. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a practice that they have been doing for many, many years in South America and many other countries. Kidnapping motherfuckers, sex trafficking them, shooting them up with drugs, and fucking them around. But a million men going in there fucking her high on drugs. You know what I'm saying? She don't know where she's at until they fuck her till she dead. And then they continue to fuck her anywhere as a corpse. Because they probably was doing that in the Siberian Mountains. Anyway, this coming my 12 staff 1 day ago. You know what I'm saying? It's here on there because we don't have to leave a mission. When we see a student in a badge approached by a van full of men with ski masks in Selden on Thursday. According to the principal, Selden Middle School, it happened on Hawkins Road and Hillside Lane. You know what I'm saying? Which it can happen anywhere on Long Island. Remember, the border's open and they want every criminal, every crook, every scratch back. And now trying to say that they're going to be checking and checking. And they're not going to check. You know what I'm saying? They're going to keep them motherfuckers coming in. And even if they do check, the ones that are, they're already here. 400-something billion of them are already here. So what good is that shit that my uncles and them is talking about, this cue-ball, greasy-head bozo looking faggot-ass clown that he is talking, and especially when he talks to my uncles, bullshit to the last. Don't believe it. Get your gun, get it oiled up, and protect your family. You know what I'm saying? No disclaimer, I didn't say do anything outside of protect it. Outside other than protect your family. Don't be a hasty cowboy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean. Show skills and restraint to use in the proper way. Keep it locked and safe. You know what I'm saying? But be watching at all times. Even if you have to buy a pair of binoculars and sit in your car and watch from a distance. This was supposed to happen during these school shootings that took place even during the pandemic and election time. There was no where the parents, when they, if you're retired, even retirees, you know what I'm saying, who knows the truth, who knows what we need to do, should be out there with their binoculars from time to time, sitting somewhere where they can't see you, with binoculars watching, the schools and so on. You know what I'm saying? We know a lot of these crooked motherfuckers are put into these positions in order to rock off the rocks, such as what we see in, I think it was Blade or whatever the country with that sheriff who's told them not to go in. He was a part of their crooked plan as well. Georgia Governor Brian Kemp signs legislation making significant changes to state election laws. Imagine that. The state have adopted 50 new election laws since the beginning of May. Nearly half of these bills comes from Georgia, where Governor Brian Kemp, Republican, has signed 24 election-related bills, including several that have general national attention for how they change the state voting laws. One of these bills was the SB 189, and a omnibus election bill that changed several areas of the election laws. The legislation passed the Georgia House of Representatives by 101 to 73 on March 26, with 2 Demon Democrats joining the Republicans to approve it. It then passed the Georgia Senate along party lines on on March 29th. The governor Kemp signed the bill into law on May 6th. You know what I'm saying? Changes made by the bill includes removing the Secretary of State from the State Election Board. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Allowing election officials to remove a voter from registration roll-ups to 45 days. You know what I'm saying? Remove a voter from registration roll-ups, you know what I'm saying, to 45 days before an election, requiring all absentee ballots to be counted by 1 hour, by 1 hour after the close of the polls on election day, and a new definition of, probable cause for a voter register challenge. For a complete summary of the bill, click here. You know what I'm saying? You can look it up. The bill supporters say it will result in more accurate and transparent election. One of the bills sponsored by Republican John Layhood, Republican, said, I see this as being a pro-American, pro-accuracy, pro-transparency, and pro-election integrity. The bill, critics say it will disenfranchise eligible voters. Yeah, imagine that. And what needs to happen is the right voters need to step up and be on time, be sharp, and put in that vote in. And it shouldn't be no fucking people that just came over the fucking board. I don't care if it's 24 fucking 100 years from now when I'm gone. You still shouldn't allow it. And that proportion of the bill directly conflict with the National Voter Registration Act, which prohibits the removal of voters from the registration roll within 90 days of an election. The ACLU of Georgia Executive Director Andre Young said, said access to ballots is at the heart of our democracy. You notice how they use that word very loosely, not the word our country. Okay, this election, you know what I'm saying, Franken bill violates the National Voter Registration Act. We are committed to protecting Georgia. We get the fuck out of here. I ain't protecting a motherfucking thing except your sorry ass and sucking balls, just like the deep state Baphomet worship that you are. Talking about a demon Democrat. You know what I'm saying? We even have a story we're coming in. This Chinese lady came over here, a woman who cut off her boyfriend's penis and threw it in the trash, charged with murder as cops reveal horror action, you know what I'm saying, attack. You see the type of people that let into our country that comes over here and do bullshit, you know what I'm saying, and she looked retarded as hell. You know what I'm saying? And then talk about when she was cutting them up and doing all kinds of things to them. She figured to herself, she said, I didn't think he was in pain. That's what she said. A Hong Kong baby. Well, I didn't think he was in pain. Well, what you thought he was in? Insane. You might want to get up and you come away and let every fucking criminal in this motherfucking country. You full of shit. And you know it. You full of shit. And you know it. You know what I'm saying? But we see here where we have, you know what I'm saying, it's a disgrace, you know, that L. Steinberger Stedfake lose it on Fox News after Anchor asked her about shifting her support for Trump. You can shift whatever support it is. Ain't she a grown ass woman? What the fuck up with that stupid shit? That's a lot of stupid shit they do. Mark Rubio said he would not accept the 2024 election results if it's unfair. I wouldn't either. And this is what took place. It was accepted and it was unfair. And it also was chumped up, planned up, chaotic up, you know what I'm saying, and all type of trickery shit, rushing the capital, you name it, we got it Toyota, war in Ukraine, war in the God, and killing George Floyd and setting it up with a fresh camera taping it while he said, go to sleep, you know, and all that other boo, ring me by the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Mark Rubio has a point, and I'm siding with Mark Rubio on it because we need to see a fair election, mano y mano. So this is Point Blank saying, stay safe. Farewell. One, we will meet again.